So Mimosa Pudica seed after 40 days has actually been the best antiparasitic that I've seen out there, and I've eliminated a lot of stuff that I was really shocked by how effective this stuff was. So if you've seen my other videos, I'll put some links around here, and I took 20 capsules like almost on the first day. Basically, it was the second day. And that left me with some heavy detox symptoms. And you probably shouldn't do that unless you want to be on the floor for about a week or something like that. But anyways, I also noticed that after taking that large amount, the capsules, whatever they're made of, basically feeds the large parasite that I've been working hard to get rid of, that I've seen it like break off in parts and pieces of it break off. And there's some of my other videos that have that in there. The Mimosa Pudica other videos have that. I'll put some links up. But anyways, so the gel capsules, like I said, it just feeds the parasites. I can feel it like feeding on me after I take it a little bit afterwards because it goes into my bloodstream, etc. So I was like, okay, I'm just going to take the Pudica seed, Mimosa Pudica seed straight, and then drink a lot of water. So after seeing the slice of lime down this stuff after it congealed into a mixture of water, and how she talked about it almost choked her, then I made sure I had like a big 24-ounce glass of water right next to me, and I almost drank the entire thing to get down the powder without the capsule. Because this stuff does become extremely sticky, it stuck to my throat. And the weird thing is, the first time I did it, it stuck to my throat and then my sinuses cleared up. I always thought there was some kind of relationship between my sinuses and the parasites. Like, it seemed like they were always somehow able to induce mucus flow to better protect them, because I think that's the beginnings of the biofilm that they end up protecting themselves with. But anyways, it was crazy too. After the first night of taking the powder without the capsules, I took 4 and then down 24 ounces and then took another 4. I noticed how it significantly reduced overall oxygenation throughout my body, because I guess it's supposed to suffocate these parasites and stuff. So I don't know. It's weird because there's definitely a gut-brain connection between you and the parasites and between all that stuff. So anyways, I listened to it kill off some of these worms, and then it's like a whole bunch of them moved out of my small intestines into the large intestine, and one of the sore spots on my side actually, that was not completely healed but didn't have any other parasites eating at it for a couple of days, started getting that feeling back again, because they were just working on it. You know what I mean? I mean, they found the weak spot. That's what they do. They worked on it. And overall, they were smaller ones, and I eliminated those ones pretty quickly afterwards. But it's crazy because there's this one lazy large parasite that pretty much just hangs out at the bottom of my descending colon, the little turning point right past your anus or whatever. I was at a hydrocolon therapy place, and they call that the parking spot, or one of our coworkers did, or something like that. But yeah, so that one's proved much more difficult. I actually made some coconut Mimosa Pudica seed suppositories, homemade ones, and that really didn't seem to help. So, man, just getting rid of this large one has been one heck of a hassle. The zapper that I used ended up being defective and was just burning through batteries left and right, which I made a video about that the other day, so I'm just going to order a new one. And it's just been difficult because, got to wait till payday to get those other things done. And in the meantime, it's an uphill battle. May have won the last couple of battles, but, there's still a war going on. And I'll show you these pictures of the most recent things the uncapsulated form kicked out of me. And I'll even talk about some of the issues. Some people talk about, is it just the Mimosa Pudica seed? And I think I got a picture that I can show you what the Mimosa Pudica seed looks like compared to what the actual worms look like. I mean, it should be obvious, but I guess it's not. I'll try and find them. It's not that time, honey. Hold still. So this is before really examining with the scrub brush that you're about to see coming into the scene. But you can tell that there's worms in there. That's the bottom line. And yeah, it's a massive clump of worms. It's worms on worms. It's big ones, small ones, a lot of small ones. And yeah, so graphic, disgusting. Tons of big ones. And like down here in that area, you can see, like, that's definitely a worm. It doesn't look like I actually got the picture of what the seed looks like. So the bottom line is, yeah, sometimes it does come out as a clump, but it's very noticeable after you've been staring at these things in the toilet for a year, because I've passed so many of these. And let's just go back to a different image. So the bottom line is you can end up seeing that the seed kind of separates. There's little itty bitty seeds that are very tiny and very distinct to the Mimosa Pudica. And if you really want a better idea of what it actually looks like, because it does to some extent become stuck all over these nematodes. So if you want a better idea of what it looks like, then you could just open up the capsules, put it in the water, and take a look yourself, because you're going to notice a difference. And even if you want to take another step, you can throw them into the toilet and then watch after it's been mixed up, because yes, it will stick to things. It has a distinct different look than the nematodes do, etc. And anyways, guys, Mimosa Pudica is probably the best investment and definitely makes a huge difference. If you're going to try to take it uncapsulated, you should definitely have lots of water and probably only do one capsule first. And if you have any problems with like swallowing in the first place, don't do it, because it's risky. It could seriously cause some swallowing problems. So I don't think it's probably the safest thing for people that may have easy gag reflexes or people that have trouble swallowing, bottom line.
Stay healthy, guys.